Okay, we are going to use the 12 Steps and 12 Traditions book for right now, and it's just to show us the 12 steps. If you're doing step work, beginning or wanting to do step work, this is where you would start. This is the book that you would want. They have it on Amazon for like maybe $12. They even have index tabs to tab it and to divide it up. But we're going to go over the 12 steps. Step 1. We admitted we are powerless over alcohol and that our lives have become unmanageable. Wherever you go, whichever day you're on, and however far you've gotten in your recovery process, that is the number one step, and it's the most important step. It's you saying, hey, look, I'm a little bit too far, and I need to resort to back home. So I need to, number one, just admit you have a problem, and that's your first step. Step 2, came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. You must believe that something is higher than you. If you don't call God, there's a higher power that created you, and you can admit that. So just to say right now, because a lot of people coming into recovery, they're very angry at God. They're mad about some things, and they may not resort to Him right now, or ever. But just to know that something greater than you had created you, and there is something greater than you that exists in this world, and you just come to believe that power in itself can help you with your problems, with your issue. All right, step 3, made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood Him. Like I said, as we understood Him. So if you're angry at God right now and you're not, or maybe you don't believe in God, you don't believe that there is a God that exists, just know that you turned it over to your higher power. Again, go back to step 2. There's something higher than you that exists, and just hand it over to Him. Hand it over to them. All right. Step 4, made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. Step 5, admitted to God, to ourselves, and to another human being the exact nature of our wrongs. All right, no, I'll just keep it like this. That's fine. I was going to zoom in on all of them, but we're all right. Step 6, we're entirely ready to have God remove all these defects of character. Again, your higher power. Step 7, humbly asked Him to remove our shortcomings. Step 8, made a list of all persons we had harmed and became willing to make amends to them all. We'll get to that. That's a major step. Made direct amends to such people. This is step 9. Made direct amends to such people wherever possible, except when to do so would injure them or others. Step 10, continued to take personal inventory, and when we were wrong, promptly admitted it. Step 11, sought through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with God as we understood Him, praying only for knowledge of His will for us and the power to carry that out. Step 12, having had a spiritual awakening as the result of these steps, we try to carry this message to alcoholics and to practice these principles in all our affairs. That's what I'm doing right now. It says we tried to carry this message to alcoholics and to practice these principles in all our affairs. It's just something that you do. It's how the AA program even exists still to this day, is you just try to carry the message to the next one. And that's what helps one person help another. It's what keeps that alcoholic sober, is to keep another alcoholic sober. If we're not talking about alcohol and we are in drug addiction, just replace the phrase, replace the words, and it's the same thing. I don't know if you go to meetings or if you would prefer NA due to there being a addiction with substances versus alcohol. I had an issue with both. So whenever I would go to meetings, I grew to like, I was an alcoholic first. So I grew to like the AA meetings. And I would just replace the words or the phrases or the It's pretty much the same kind of guidelines at the beginning of the meeting. And you go on the same traditions pretty much as NA. You do, specify, hi, I'm Laura, I'm an alcoholic, or I'm so and so, I'm a addict. In NA, you would say that, and you respect the ones in AA. Regardless if you're an addict, you would still say, my name is da da da, and I'm an alcoholic. It's just a respect thing. It's just, I don't know, something that they've just always done. But I'm going to be working out of this 12 Steps and 12 Traditions book. So I wanted to introduce the steps first. And then, again, step one is your step one. Anybody, anywhere that you're standing right now can do that step. Let's go over it again. Can say that and be done. Okay, so we admitted we are powerless over alcohol, that our lives have become unmanageable. That's the first step. You admit you got an issue? Yeah? Okay. You're already on step one. Now we can move to step two. So if we're going to be doing step work together, or if I'm going to be your temporary sponsor, or if you ever just need to talk, if you're starting meetings, if you're curious about them, everybody needs a support team. There is no way to stay clean or sober without a support team. That's just point blank, period. And I think the more camaraderie, the more congregation that you have, the more community you have with somebody else, or another team or another support group, it is easier for you to stay on the right path. That's just science. It is just history. All right. Bye.